Hey everybody, we're back. Day 3, spring, year 1 of the Arborian sovereignty. Um, so, they are all now exhausted. So that means they are all -1 action point, which means um, these 3 individuals cannot move. They have to be picked up by either, I suppose, a neutral or a dominant. A dominant could pick up 2 of them and brought in and put on a bed so that they can regain rest points. Also, I have gone in and so as you can see, they all only have 1 rest point left. If they lose that, they faint and they can't. They sleep until they're picked up, put on a bed, and have a full 10-hour cycle in a bed. But I've gone in and I created a texture for illness. So this is a level 2 illness. As you can see, kind of green on the cheeks, as if they're, I don't know, I think I've seen that in anime, that green on the cheeks means you're ill, or a green face or something, or maybe that's in cartoons. Anyway, then they have these bumps and kind of a rash on their face. They're quite unhappy, as you can see. And then I've also given her a tired expression because she's exhausted. I also did that for Nima. So they're all, that's her tired expression. She's quite unhappy. And they also have tired expressions, which is a fun little thing to do. Alright, so starting off, let's see, the last thing I said was I wanted Bowden to mine and build the hut larger. Lawrence is going to move the rocks for Bowden, and Nima is going to get the last log at the bottom of the aisle, and Lola is going to get 2 thatch. Luckily, everyone can now move, except I'm seeing an issue with Lola right here. She can't bypass that because that's a wall. She has to go around. 1, 2, well, that's diagonal, but she has to get in the sub. I think she can get past there. I think she can. Because that's, wait a minute. Oh yeah, she's in that square. So yeah, she can migrate to this square with that one. Cool. If there were 2 walls there, she wouldn't be able to. Those should be locked in. So let's go ahead and move Lola and little, I guess we'll wake up little Marlin. Rise and shine, Marlin. Oop, there he goes. Maybe he blinks a little bit. Aw, so cute. Your mommy's in a bad mood today. She's tired. Alright, so move her 1 square down and another square down. We're doing good. Move her above her turn. Now they can all actually, when nighttime comes, it's really difficult to have much stuff going on because they, they're dependent on Hisan, being able to see Hisan. Nima, okay, that's square. She's gonna move to that square. That's 1 turn. From this square down to, I think we're gonna move her diagonally this square. I've done a little bit of work. I've made amphibious 90s, and I've made a thief 90, and I've made a climbing 90. Oh crap! I've completely forgot. They can't move but 1 thing per turn. Oh wow. After saying they're exhausted, they can only move once, I go and move them twice. Alright, so 1 turn, and then Nima was here, I believe. And then this is a square, these 2 squares, and it extends there. And then this is a square. So over there. So that's her turn. So I guess we should put them like here to remind me. They only get 1 action. So Bola is asleep. Hisan is, what was I gonna have Hisan do? I don't have him listed. Alright, but I know we want Bowden to go in here and get these 2 so he can build up the hut and make it bigger. which means he's going to have to check for illness. Oh boy, so we're gonna move him up into this area. We also need Hisan to go in there, I suppose, because he has a light. Neither of them are sick, thankfully. So up here, and now we have to check. And I've actually made illness more likely because I wanted to have items that give you +1 resist and +2 resist. And Bowden is clear. Thank goodness. Bowden is clear. They only get level 1 sickness, so it's not the worst thing. Oh my god. Hisan is clear. Great. That is actually really good. That's for the whole day. They're clear. They didn't get sick. And that is Hisan and Bowden's turn. So anyway, tonight is the solstice night. Then the night after that, they will have to contend with amphibious 90s, climbing 90s, and thief 90s. And so amphibious, they don't live in the water, but they can cross the water. So if we get if 90s spawn down here, and say 2 of them are amphibious, the rest aren't, those 2 can travel across the water and get up here. And then there's one that's a climber. It's got a monkey tail. It can climb wherever it is. And then there's also one that's a thief. There's 3 that are amphibious. So I guess I'll show you guys that real quick because it's fun. Alright, some are hidden because they're kind of like spoilers. Oh, that one is supposed to be hidden. But basically, yeah, so this is a normal level 3, normal level 2, normal level 1. Then we've got an amphibious level 3, which is like, he's kind of like half elephant seal, half lanternfish. What are they called? Anglerfish. So that's cool. Then this is the climbing one. It's got a tail, so it's like based on a level 2. This is an amphibious level 2. And then this is a thief level 1. There's only one type, and it's based off the level 1. It's got a little rat tail, and it's got 2 little legs that it runs around on, and then it grabs something and it puts it up here, and it runs around with the item. And if you don't kill it, you don't get the item back. It will just despawn, and the item will despawn with it. So this won't really attack you. It'll go for your items and run away, and you'll have to catch it. This is an amphibious level 1. So that was, they're really fun to make. I really like them. So those are the 90s. So like a 90 would definitely grab this coal here. Definitely grab these gold coins in this bag. They can probably reach into these things, these chests or carts. No, what are they called? Not baskets. Starts with a C, but I can't remember. Anyway, alright, so Michelle, Mora, and Allie are completely immobile. They can't move. And Lawrence, we want Lawrence, what did we have Lawrence set down to do? Move rocks for Bowden. So he's going to stay outside the cave. They're going to drop the rocks here. He's going to move them over here and place them so they can mine. Hisan's going to get his torch out, and we're going to have things working. Alright, so with Lawrence, that's a square. This is a square. So this is diagonal here. Actually, first off, does he have the axe out or does he have the sword out? Because it looks, okay, the axe is up behind him. We need to put it a little bit more behind him so that's clear. I think we're going to have him plop his rock down there. Because it's kind of in the way. So that'll be his one action per turn. I have decided that they can sleep outside. It's just not preferable on multiple levels. We'll put that there. Because, you know, once summer hits, I've been working on the weather system. So summer and winter, bad weather or storms can occur. Every 5 hours there's a check, night and day. And if you get caught in bad weather, so like snow or rain, there's a chance that you'll get sickness, a basic sickness, and then if you get caught in a thunderstorm or a snowstorm, you get an even worse sickness, and it's infectious. So that's how that works. Alright, moving a little counter over. One action. We're probably, let's see, up to here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set Mora, Allie, and Michelle above the turn, and we're not gonna move them because they can't move. We're just gonna keep these guys in play. Bola is also asleep, so we're gonna move him up as well. Little Bola sleeping, so cute. It's really cute when two of them are in a bed. They just snuggle up next to each other. It's really adorable. Alright, so Lola, that's a square, that's a square. Move her down. Alright, Nima, she's in that square. Move her one square. We're going to have to get her to unequip her fishing pole. Hisan, we're going to have Hisan activate his torch. And the torch didn't move. Oh, that makes sense. Whoops. I want to grab these two. Doop, doop, and there we go. Something like that. Yeah. Oh, actually, I reworked the whole lighting system with the with campfires, fire pit, and then there's torches. Oh, but they'd be able to be put out during, if it rains, they'd go out. That's something to consider. Because it's not nighttime, these don't have to be up here, so we're going to put them in Hisan's file so that we can move them with him. And they shouldn't look too bad. There. Alright, so Hisan did that, and we're going to say that's his, well, does that count as a turn? He was already holding it. I think we'll say that counts as a turn. Alright, Bowden is going to move up one. We want to move there. That's a good place to move. Let me shift this coal over just a little bit so we know that it's there. Alright. Field. That was Bowden. And now Lawrence. That's a square. This is a square. So diagonal. And that is the action turn. Move the little thing over. So this one action tab is really useful for me at this point. Let's keep Nima one square, Lola one square. We're gonna have Lawrence. Where is Lawrence? Alright, we're gonna have Lawrence unequip his sword, but he can't because he's holding the axe. Oh no. He doesn't have that many inventory slots. He's gonna have to put down his sword, and that's a bad idea. But that's what he's gonna do. Dang. Putting down his sword. He's gonna plop it on the ground. So he drops his sword there. Oh man, what a disaster. But there's no monsters coming out tonight. It's a solstice night, and everyone, also no need for a torch. Everyone will be able to see because it's lit up so bright by, I don't know, fireflies or the stars or the moon. I'm not sure what exactly makes it that way. But so dropping something is one action. Hisan, we're going to move him. Look, that's a square. We're going to move him diagonally over here. Whoa, why aren't they moving? They They don't move at all. If they're locked, they don't move at all. Anyway, up here. So, yeah, we have this whole area now. That's good to kind of see into. What are we going to do with Bowden first? Yeah, we're nearly to the afternoon. We're this hour and then 2 more hours till the afternoon. So I think really we're not even going to have him mine. He's just going to get both of these rocks and pull them out, and that's it. So just to be absolutely, well, we're going to grab the light if we do that. And where's the other one? Right, these two. Oh wait, he can only pick one at a time because it's one action. Yeah, I think the best thing to do is to get him, even though it'd be nice to have some mining since he didn't get sick, I think the best thing for us to do, what is that? Oh, that's his expression. Okay, so that's one action. Yeah, this is how it used to be. The first version of the game that I tried playing with Novaxville, or the Novakian sovereignty, it was one action per turn. Alright, so that's that turn. Now we're this hour and 1 more hour away from the afternoon. The day goes by quicker, which is, I don't know. It's bad when you're trying to survive and you're very early on. Alright. Back up to this. Nima Frunez is going for this log. I don't even know if she'll be able to get it. Let's see. We got, well, let me move her. Go ahead and move her. And now, that's 6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be nighttime, but it's okay because she'll be able to see. And she won't lose that last one until the morning. So she will get there, but it'll be nighttime, which is not really a worry right now because, besides the fact that they're going to collapse tomorrow. Okay, Lola Ranillo, we're moving her down a square. Luckily there's a sub-square left. Lawrence. Oh yeah, we were going to have, but Lawrence can't build. So I have actually no idea what we're going to have Lawrence do. Maybe we should have him collect thatch with Lola. I don't know. I know with Bowden, we're going to get the next rock and go over and build that house up. We're probably going to use the log for more beds, and I've decided, I think I already said this earlier, I've decided they can definitely sleep outside. Definitely sleep outside, because it's just too difficult. It's kind of like Novakia, or the Novakians got like the loosest rules, and stuff changed most on the fly with them, and now Arbouria is like also that way, but the rules are a little bit tighter with them because I went through the Novakians, and then when we start with the Sidorians and the Raylissians, the rules are even going to be even tighter, and that's nice. Alright, so Bowden, I guess he can move down there next turn. That's good. We can move Hisan down as well. Yeah, we better take Hisan. We got to unlock this. Torches are not preferable due to all the hassle that they involve. It's much better to have a stationary campfire. Alright, now we do have to decide what we're going to do with Lawrence, because he can't build. He's not a builder. Alright, if we get him to go down there with Lola, that's one less turn. So for her, she'll have to stop, pick up, then next turn pick up, and then move back. Whereas if we move them both, one turn for each, pick up, move back. I guess we'll do that. However, okay, yeah, we can move him sideways. Bloop. Alright. I definitely would not leave that sword there if knighties were coming, because the knightie that steals could get it, and that's like, we can't make swords until we have a blacksmith, and that's a long way from now. Alright, last hour before the afternoon, we're gonna go ahead and move Lawrence diagonal down. Gonna move Lola probably diagonal down this way. Nima. Oh, I wrote down dialogue for each of the characters. Just how they might be viewing their new home. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see what Nima's is. Nima Frunaz, whose zodiac is exploration, whose moral compass is good, and whose personality is happy, cheerful, and confident, says, "I'm so excited to have a whole island to explore. Once we get secure, I'm checking out every inch of this place. I definitely want to climb to the top of the mountains with Michelle." So, that's her little dialogue. I don't know. She doesn't look that happy right now because she's sick and everything, and she's exhausted. She's sick and exhausted. I don't blame her. Alright, so that was Nima. Bowden. Alright, Bowden. He's got a little sweat droplet on the side of his. I try to make a sweat droplet, but it's hard to do with pixel art. So Bowden, yeah, that's a new square. Yeah. Alright, so that's his turn. Slowly getting over there to build up the house. And I think we're going to make it this whole, we're going to fill in this as well. So that's why I'm getting both of them. So we're going to put one there and the other there, I suppose. And then we're going to have to get more and put it there. I was thinking it'd be cute to have a little chicken coop in this little area, but maybe I will do that. We'll just leave, because that'd be so cute. And then we could have a farm here, chicken coop here, and then a fence, a gate here. And I think that would just be adorable, really. That is very tempting. Anyway, so Hisan is also moving. They're both in the light. I think we're gonna have Hisan actually. We could have him grab these coal. Coal are required for making fire. I've been working on boats, so this is a fire pit. That's what I call it, and it lights up this amount of space. 2 logs plus a coal, you get that, and then you have to feed it kindling, which is the lowest level. Like, you get a pile of sticks, and then you break it one more time, you get kindling. For a torch, kindling, and a piece of coal, and then it's lit. And I'm thinking that you're gonna have to light it from a fire, so I'm not doing that right now with Hisan, because we'll be totally screwed. But I think I'm gonna implement that rule definitely for the next group. So I'll be like, okay, get torches, get a campfire, then light the torches from the campfire, and then this is like a little campfire. And it also uses kindling, but it's like sticks and a coal, and then little fire, and it's stationary. This is stationary. I also worked on windows, which would let light in, because we were like, on the second night or last night for the Arborians, we were like, can they see light? I was like thinking if there's a window, then the light would come through, but otherwise it's a little bit, I don't know, but that's how it is. You play the game and then you realize what needs to be done. Alright, so for Hisan, we're going to make him move up here, and we're going to have him grab these 2 coal before he leaves. And now it is the afternoon. Let me pull that up. Yeah, here we go. Pretty glad with how it's going so far. Why? Oh yeah, that's again confusing Bola and Bowden. Nima. Alright, moving Nima. Nima, who wants to explore the island. And now we'll go to Lola. Move her down. And I'll go ahead and read the dialogue for Lola. Lola is married to Hisan. And Lola says, Lola is, Zodiac is spiritual, she's morally gray, and she has a reserved, quiet, shy personality. She says, the goddess is great and terrible. The nighties own the night like we own the day, and we both spawn from the goddess. I think there are ways a being of the day could learn the skills of the night. So that kind of indicates how she's spiritual but morally gray. So she might not be like someone who's good and spiritual might be like, oh, well, we have some examples later on of people who are spiritual and have different moral compasses. Actually, let's see. Oh yeah, we have one. Yeah, we have two more. Good. So that's Lola. So she's got some long-term goals. She's considering some things. Lawrence, gonna move him down. We'll also do Lawrence. Lawrence is traditional. He's got an average moral compass, and he's reserved, quiet, and shy. He says, the old ways are how we've survived, so that's what we are going to follow, for the sake of the sovereignty. We don't know this land, therefore it is dangerous. That's kind of his viewpoint. And now Bowden. We're going to get Bowden. He's in the light of the actual cave, light filtering through the cave. So we're going to move him out into this square. That's his turn. And I guess we'll go ahead and read Bowden's dialogue. Bowden. Bowden is the love mate to Ali Jinko. So Bowden Basset, his zodiac is growth, his moral compass is good, and his personality is irritable, argumentative, and petulant. Or, wait, it's irritable, petulant, and grumpy. Alright. He says, look here, change never hurt anybody. We've been shoved into a brand new situation, and I think it's an opportunity to grow, not stay stagnant like a child. Hoof. So, he's not happy with the sovereign, I don't think. Because they actually have antagonistic zodiacs, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Let's see. Growth. Yep, growth and tradition are antagonistic towards each other. So they're not gonna be happy with each other. Hisan. Gonna have Hisan pick up these coal, and that's good. These are later on, they're like, we need to build a what is it, a furnace? It's not a forge, that's what it is. We need to build a forge before iron becomes really useful. Okay. So he's got one. Oh, he's actually holding the torch. So he's just gonna have to get one. That's his one turn. So next time he'll leave the cave. All right. Yes. All right. Oh yeah. So we'll go ahead and read Hisan. I wanna show his face while we do that. Whoa, that's kind of cute. The little fire, smaller version. All right. Hisan Oro is spiritual, moral compass is good, and his personality is happy. Happy, cheerful, friendly. Happy, friendly, confident. And he says, I know the goddess is guiding our sovereign and everyone of Arbouria. Soon, everything is going to be wonderful. So he's a little bit more simple, he's not really like his wife. He's not thinking about, there's some darkness in this world and how can I use it to my advantage? He's thinking, everything is going to be great, it's all okay. The goddess is going to be helping us and everything is good, So yeah, he's sweet. He's a little bit more innocent. Definitely more innocent than his wife. His wife... There's a trajectory based on her zodiac and her moral compass that is pretty intense. It's pretty intense. Alright, so... Did we move Bowden? Great, we're gonna have to go... back. Yeah, we moved Bowden, but I didn't move him. Did I? Oh, I did. Wow. All that, and we're done with that hour. Action 1. And let's move everybody, and then we'll go over here and do the dialogue for them. Nima, I think we're going to have her move diagonally to here. It's kind of scary because it's a cliff edge, but she'll be okay. Lola, continue diagonal. It's easier to see the squares with this background texture because the textures were made as if they are tiles for a video game, for a 2D video game. So it's like clearly you can see that the tile reflects the fact that it's a square grid. So Lola moved. Lawrence, we're going to move him diagonally as well. All this stuff could get stolen. Well, not all of it, one at a time, but still not good. Bowden, that's a square, this is a square, okay. And Hisan, he's got his stuff. These two things have to be... Whoops. Okay, good. I'm not liking torches. That's a square, this is a square. Okay. They're just stepping over that ladder. That first night I was like, let's build a ladder. 2 days later, we have not moved that ladder. Alright. So that's the hour. Move that up again. And now we'll go over here. I suppose we'll read Michelle. Michelle is the Sovereign's younger brother. He is in a relationship, kind of a secret relationship with Nima, because Nima is a neutral, and according to the tradition, it's more like, neutrals should be with neutrals, and submissives and dominants should be with each other. And neutrals should kind of, be in their own little group, kind of. That's the tradition. So that's how Lawrence sees things. And so that's kind of a problem for Michelle. Michelle's zodiac is power, his moral compass is good, and his personality is happy, friendly, and confident. And Michelle says, I know my brother Lawrence won't like this because I'm a sub, but I've seen how power in the wrong hands can be bad. So I'm going to become as high up as I can to help people, like Lawrence and Nima, especially Nima. So he's quite sweet, kind of earnest, sweetheart. Alright, we'll go ahead, because I'm enjoying these. I enjoyed writing it, but reading it out is also really fun. Okay, Allie, so this is Bowden. Bowden the Grumpy. Bowden. It looks like he's struggling to carry these two things because he's got a sweat drop. But this is his wife. Is pretty upset because she's sick and tired and everything. He's trying to fix things up so that they can all have a better living situation. But anyway, so Allie Jinko, her zodiac is independence, And her moral compass is good, and her personality is happy, and friendly and confident. So she says, what I want most of all is a place for me and Bowden, maybe with a little land. I know Bowden wants kids, and when we are settled, I want that too. So, yeah, pretty typical, but she wants her own house, her own land. That's the independent part, probably a little ways off, away from the sovereignty, because, being independent, she doesn't really jive with authority anyway. But it's not necessarily that her zodiac type is directly antagonistic. It's the overall zodiac that just doesn't jive with authority. Alright, we'll do Mora. And then Bola Jin. These two are married. Alright, so Mora Moy. Her zodiac is peace. Her moral compass is average. And her personality type is happy, friendly, and confident. She says, there's been so much disruption lately. I can't wait to have some peace and quiet and relax. So, you think with a zodiac of peace, she'd be like more community oriented and want everyone to be peaceful. But because her moral compass is average, it's a little bit more focused on herself and her own needs. Like she wants to have peace for herself. That's how that works. And then Bola, little Bola, or big Bola, he's actually very big, sleepy Bola. Bola Jin is spiritual, his moral compass is average, and his personality type is reserved, quiet, and shy. So he says, I put my trust in the great goddess, that she'll provide for me and my family. And that's about it. That's just, he's not very talkative because he's reserved, and quiet. So that's them. That's the Hummins. And I think that kind of gives you a better understanding of the characters and their own individual motivations. Like, I think Bola, his kind of goals moving forward will be, he wants to have kids and he wants to help the community grow. And he'll probably butt heads with the sovereign quite a bit. And then hers is to get land and a house. And then I think Nima and Michelle is to spend time together. So we've got a lot of different personalities with differences, and it'll be fun to see how I'll be able to get them to fulfill their desires, basically. Alright, so beginning of the turn. Let's see. Alright, Nima. Alright, Nima's gonna put up her fishing pole. She's gonna store it behind her. And that's her turn. One action. Lola is gonna move diagonally down. That's her action. Lawrence is gonna move diagonally down. That's his action. So you can see when they don't have two actions, it's like impossible to get anything done before nightfall, which would be really bad the first couple days. Bowden. So she can pick up that on the next turn, and he can move into this subscript, pick that up. And that. Oh, he can pick up two. Great, that's good. In case we want to extend it. 1, 2. Oh, we wouldn't need 3. We might just have him pick up one thatch and then pick this up and go back. Alright, so Bowden. We're going to have Bowden move diagonally up into this square. He's going to put this one, well, he needs to be up here to put that one there, because he needs to be within the sub-square radius. But that's his turn. Hisan, moving Hisan out of the cave. We're going to turn off these two things. So it's acting more like a flashlight than a torch right now. Okay. Wow, I mean, maybe this is like the shortest episode ever. It's only been 40 minutes. And we only have this last hour. I guess I'll still separate it into, into different episodes because I like that. I think it looks cool. Alright, Hisan this is square, he's gonna move to this square. Ooh, what we need is, I said we were gonna make this into a bed. Okay. Those are like the lowest level. So if we cut that, because a bed only takes a plank. Right. So you get a log, you cut it, it gives you 2 planks. You cut one of those planks, you get 2 of those. We can make 2 campfires with those, or 1 campfire and then 2 torches. And we can light the torches from the campfire. This is the campfire. We can't make a fire pit, it's too big. Requires too much. Yeah, this is the ships. Okay, I don't want to have to show you guys all the cool stuff I've been working on, but I will. First off, the baths. Isn't that cool? It's so cute. So this is a stone bath, and it has a place for a fire underneath, so it'll be warmed up. It's +2 illness resistance. This is a wooden bathtub, and it's +1 illness resistance. And I just love, I don't know, if you see Japanese style tubs, they're like big barrels, and they're just huge, and then you fill them up, and it's really nice. So I kind of wanted that in this world. Let's see. So I already had this in the Novakian playthrough, but this is the boat recipe. If it's in green, it means you have to have a craftsman. If it's in blue, it can be done by a builder. This is a ship, a sailboat, a small sailboat. 1, 2, 3 people. Yeah, the little planks indicate how many people. 1, 2, 3, 4 people on that one. 3 people on this one, and then it's got that big sail. So this is cloth and logs and planks, and I like how it looks. And you can make designs on it. This is a long rowboat, and then you can add oars, which adds to the speed. If people are holding the oars and rowing. This is a long one. That's another design for it. This is an old houseboat design. This is like a big sail ship. So far, it's kind of iffy. I'm not sure. Definitely going to make ones that are even bigger. And I need one that's like a barge. Are they called barges? Something that's good to hold lots of resources like stone and logs. These are 2 houseboats, a big houseboat and a small houseboat. So same with a regular house, you have okay, so there it's closed, you can't see the inside of the house, and then you open it up and there's the inside of the house, and that's like the roof. There's 2 segments of the roof, and then there's a little ladder to get out, and then there's supposed to be an attic up there where they keep supplies. And this is like what the house of the traveling merchants. Oh, did I mention that earlier? I can't remember. I've made the traveling merchant family, and they're gonna probably come the first or the second day of summer, so really soon. And they're gonna go on a route, and probably by next year they'll come again on the first or second day of summer. Let's see, what else? I did windows, so we've got windows that require glass, and that requires a kiln and a glass blower, which is a tier 2 profession. But if you see, the glass is transparent, so if you look there, you can see the stuff behind it, which is really cool. And so when a hummin is in there, you can put them by the window, and see them. And then this is a simple, and those two, that's wood with a window, they require a craftsman. This simple wooden window, and that's very cute. I like how that looks, but these are builder level, so first tier. Then I have the forge, the oven, and the kiln. Okay, so this is like the smallest forge you can get. You put the fire down there, you put the item in there, and this is like shelving. And it requires this much for the large forge. It requires 2 campfires underneath it. This is an oven. I've got a little, it's slightly transparent so I can see behind it, but that's like a mushroom cake. And then you have a little fire underneath, and a builder can make that. Craftsman has to make the larger oven, which still only requires 1 fire, because it doesn't have to get that hot. And then craftsman. Then I did the recipe for mushroom cake. Very cute looking. 4 mushrooms, just smush them together, and somehow you get this. I got clay figured out. So this is a clay deposit, and then there's lumps of clay in it, and you pull them out, and then you use them to craft a bowl or a brick, which you can make clay houses, brick houses. That's like a jar, and that's a pestle and mortar, I think it's called. And then these are the kilns. I wanted the oven, the forge, and the kiln all to look different, and they do. This is level 1 fire, and 1 thing can be fired at a time. That's the term. You fire something in a kiln. And then 2, but also only 1 fire required. Also still only 1 fire required, but 3, and little chimney spouts at the top. And you have to have a craftsman to make a level 3 kiln. And this is also how you make glass. So you fill the bowl or this or some other vessel with sand, and then you put it in there, and then you pop it out of that, and it's a glass container thing. Not accurate to real life, but and this is like an iron spit. So like if you have meat, you have to have this, and then you have to have a fire or a fireplace. You have to have a fire some way, one or the other. Open fire or a fireplace, and you put the meat there, and then it cooks. Otherwise, you can't eat it because it's raw. So I've been working on quite a bit. This is Further Dambar. Further Dambar is like my test dummy. I just have him up, to check the scale for everything and see how this would look. And I drew it where you can kind of see his hand under the water, so the water looks a little bit transparent. I like that. Okay, so now that we've wasted 20 minutes talking about that, we'll go back here. Thank goodness I have the turn thing, because otherwise I'd have no idea who had gone. Did I move? Oh my goodness. What did I do last? Okay, so no one has done anything. Supposedly. Yep, I thought Nima had went, but no, that must have been last turn. So Nima has put her fishing pole behind her, and now we can get her to pick up the log, and we'll set them up for nightfall. Which is going to be the solstice night. So once we get their basic survival kind of figured out, and it's like they're starting from 0 right now, but once we get them moving forward, it'll be more like keeping up with the progression and growth of their population rather than making sure they don't all die right now. I mean, bad things could happen. Like we could have a summer where there's lots of rain, so they can't work, and then we could have a huge food shortage. But then we'd just be like, okay, we need to fish, and there's gonna be silos so they can save food. Good harvests, they can save it, and we'll see if that helps them at all. Let's see. I haven't gotten any of the two groups. Arbouria, obviously, Arbouria I'm working with as I'd make these videos, but Novakia is like, let me see. They're on the 3rd day of summer, so they're 1 day. The next day for them is fall, which is harvest. So I haven't gotten anyone to winter yet, which is, we'll see what we need to change about winter, because I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna be cold, they all need fireplaces, otherwise it's like a sickness risk if you don't have a fireplace in your house. And I'm like, is that gonna be practical? I'm not 100% sure, but then, you know, it might be something that we end up doing, and then they'll all be sick, and it'll be horrible. Oh dear. We'll see what happens, because the merchant is going to come, and let's see, the merchant's going to come, and he's going to have wool, and he's going to have some stuff that'll help him out. So we'll see if that gets them anywhere, or if they all die. Alright, Lawrence, move down. We're going to have him pick up just one piece of thatch and go up there. Bowden, we're going to zoom over here. Alright, Bowden, we're just going to have him move into this square, past this thing, which he can get past the bed, but he couldn't get past that. And that's his turn. He'll put one of these down there next turn, and then he'll actually build it into a thing. Awesome. Great. That works out real great. Hisan, that is a square. Yes, so we're going to move him. Okay, when we get the campfire, where are we going to want... Because I want a campfire, and I want it to be here, so that everyone that is in this area can move. So this is like our truly safe zone, and we won't need to rely on him so much unless we go out of this zone. So let me go down to this, and let me see. Okay, 1, 2. So 2 subsquares from its middle point. Yeah, alright. So if we put it here, 1, 2. If we put it here, 1, 2. If we put it here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's kind of not, it's not very big. But, let's see, here, 1, 2. Oh yeah, so 1, 2. So that's where we'll be covered. Okay, so if we put it here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it will cover this entire area. 1, 2. If we put it here, 1, 2, plus the house, plus over here in this corner. I think we're going to put it here. 1, 2. And it will cover all the way up to this point. 1, 2. Yep. We're going to put it here. We're going to put the campfire there. So we're going to have Hisan move up there and put that lump of coal there. And we're going to have to have him build a campfire. We're going to build, we'll put Hisan up there. Alright, and that is the day. The day has gone by. It is now the first solstice night of the year. They've made it through spring. Just marking that on my little thing. Alright, so there is a special night thing. Let's see, is that it? Oh, it's dark. I don't think... Stars and moon, normal night. I might have gotten rid of it. Fire. Okay. Yeah. There. So that's supposed to indicate it's not covered, because this is for Novakia. You can see the difference in size. This covered the Novakian island completely, plus the ocean surrounding it, and it does not cover the entirety of the Arborian area. But as you can see, little itty bitty fireflies everywhere, so they can actually see everything. And this is the beginning of the solstice night. I hope they survive, because in the morning, oh wait, it's nighttime, so Bola slept through the day, so that means Bola wakes up. So we'll do that. So Bola will wake up, and he will have +1 rest point. So he won't be missing. He'll be able to do 2 actions. And by morning, after this night, they'll all faint if they don't get in beds. Actually, they'll get in beds anyway. I mean, they'll faint anyway, but if they're in a bed, then they'll sleep through the day, and they'll be rested. So they'll have to slowly build up their rest points. Instead of a campfire, no, we can use it for 1 bed. We'll be able to make 3 beds. It might have been a good idea to get 1 person in that bed on the outside, but no one could move and everyone was busy. So, yeah. This is where we're at so far. Let me see, make sure I said everything. Okay, so I've developed the weather system. They can sleep outside. Alright, so one thing that I've been doing lately is I've been seeing if I can develop this as a digital board game through a gaming engine called Vassal. And it looks like it'll actually work, and then people who are interested will be able to download the Vassal engine, and then download this game once it gets more developed. So that's exciting, because I was thinking for a while that this was just going to be something that I'm going to be able to do by myself, and I was kind of sad about that, thinking, if anyone ever wanted to play it, they never would be able to. But if I can kind of port the game over to the Vassal engine and get it to be at least mostly similar, because it won't be exactly exactly the same, but it will be similar, and that'll be something. And so, yeah, that's what I'm working on, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.